Hello everyone, this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope everyone is doing well today. I want to get trashy today and I'm going to be playing in the big Malitza right here. This is the one that I have tied the pages in so they come out so that they're easier to work on. And I have a slight, I have a direction that I want to go, but I have no idea how it's going to work. So we're gonna just do this together. Now this is the one because you know, the way the signatures are, if you work on one page, if you pull it out, the other page is going to be somewhere else in the book. So just so you know that. But I thought I would work on this just because it's very large, and what I want to do today is kind of large. So I'm just going to put Malitza away for a minute, and we're just going to work on this one page here. So this is one page of a 4-page spread or piece of paper, right? And the things I use for this are trash, and also, though, one of the points was to use up the stuff that Linda R. sent me, because she sent me the stuff to make this journal, so I am going to be doing that. Now, she sent me some pieces of scrapbook paper, and this one is paper. It's not like scrapbook cardboard paper, and I really love this one. I think this is really nice, but she sent it to me to use in this journal, so that is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to say, oh, well, it's not trashy enough. No, it's this really is not trashy because I really love this paper. But here's the thing, guys. If you have scrapbook paper that you don't like, you know, it's just not your style anymore, or, you know, you got to pack, and there's always those ones with the really difficult pieces to use because they're like something you would actually hang on a wall or something. You can use those in your trash journals either as pages, you know, and then, you know, knowing that most of the page would be covered up, or, you know, just cut pieces of them up and use them in your trash journals, right? So I'm definitely going to save that. That's very pretty paper. Like I said, I love this paper. It's very nice, but I wouldn't consider, normally I wouldn't consider this trash, but it was sent to me to use in a trash journal, and so that is what I'm going to do. And honestly, I don't really buy scrapbook paper anymore. I've got so much, I just destashed a whole bunch. But I don't, I'm going to go ahead and Mod Podge this down because it's quite large. It would take a lot of glue stick, and I'm afraid it would dry, you know, before I even got to the bottom part. The top would already be dry. Anyway, I don't buy a lot of scrapbook paper anymore. I'm just looking for a junky brush here. Because I just don't use it. I prefer to use things that are recyclable, you know, like, or old books and that kind of thing. But I do have some, and I will use it here and there. But I'm grateful that I have this because I wanted something interesting underneath what I'm going to do here. And this scrapbook paper is nice and bright. I think it's going to work. I have no idea. I've never done this before. I've never seen anyone else do it before, and I'm sure, I mean, this is not like some great rocket science idea. I'm sure tons of people have done it. It's just that I have not seen them do it. You know, we come up with ideas, you know, a lot of people come up with the same ideas. Let's just put it that way, okay? All right, so there's that covered with that. So let's go ahead and see if we can't get this on here. So, guys, I don't know if it is the, I don't think, I either didn't cut it long enough or I put it on too high. It doesn't matter. It's a junk journal. It's a trash journal. Yeah, worse than a junk journal. It's actually a trash journal. So who cares, right? Anyway, I have been so unmotivated to do the things that I need to get done. It's just ridiculous. And I don't know if it's because the weather is changing and it's getting colder here in Virginia. It's really getting colder up here in the mountains, that's for sure. you know, it's going down to the 30s at night, and at the day and during the day, like the high might only be in the 60s, which, you know, if you live in Alaska, that's like nothing, right? But for here, you know, and it kind of just happened very quickly. You know, it wasn't like we gradually got into fall cooler weather. We didn't. It's just like fall just came. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I knew that was coming. That's why I stopped. Now, I have a bunch of tea bags here that I open up. Now, these tea bags are the ones that are the kind that are folded in 3 and then folded like this and then stapled. So when you unstaple them, you know, and cut off the top, it leaves these funky little, I don't know what you would call them, little ridges. And that's just because I truly just cut the top off of the tea bag. So if you are more careful than I am, the reason I cut them off, it's just easier to open up the tea bag that way, to cut them off. And some of them I noticed, because I do save the tea inside for compost, my compost bin. But I noticed that some of the brands just fold the paper and somehow tie the string through the folded up paper at the top, and some actually use little staples. Well, you do not want to put staples in your compost, that is for sure. So I just decided I was just going to cut all the tops off and not try to save anything, just to make sure that I got all the staples in the trash can instead of into my compost bin. Yeah. So anyway, like I said though, like carrying on about my lack of motivation, I have chores that I have to do up here. There's some stuff I need to get done to get the cabin ready for winter. You know, well, we all have things to do, right, to get ready for the new season. And it has been a struggle for me to do any of them. Now, I'm just trying to see how these would fit on. What I want to do now is cover the whole thing with tea bags. Why, Helen? You just put down beautiful paper. Yes, I know I did, but it will show through. Okay, I think I'm going to go sideways that way. I don't want to get into cutting tea bags. And also, here's the other thing. What I want to do is I want to go ahead and glue these down, but not like all the way to the ends necessarily. I want to have a little bit of, whoops, okay, well that's going right through there. I want to have a little bit of, what is the looseness, I guess, in the gluing. So let me get this thing here. I don't want to be sticking my fingers in there necessarily. So let's see how, like, if those ends don't glue down, I'm good with that, okay? Now, this end is up a little bit too far, so I do want to glue that down a little bit more. This one's sticking up a little bit too far. So anyway, yesterday, it took me, I don't know, hours to get my butt out of the house and to restain the front deck. Not the front deck, yeah, I guess it's the deck. It's the part, the stairs and the landing that go to the screened-in front porch, whatever you would call that. And it's not just one set of stairs, it's 2. Like, they come up like this, they come up this way, then there's the landing, and then there's the front door there. So it was 2 sets of stairs and everything. And I was up here by myself, and I easily could have just stayed all day and watched videos. But I finally just told myself, how is that going to make you feel? It's not going to get done, and it needs to get done. You know, we have a wood stairs, and the deck is wood. The stairs and deck are wood, and you know, we're on a mountain in the woods, and the weather beats down on it, the sun beats down on it, the rain beats down on it, the snow beats down on it, and you know, you have to protect your assets, right? So I finally did get out there, and I told myself, okay, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do some of it, and if I don't feel like doing any more, I'm just going to stop and finish doing it and finish it today. Well, I got out there and I was just like, Lord, just give me strength to get some of this done. Help me get this done, get this done. I finished the whole thing. Not only did I finish the whole thing, I also did some of the banister pieces that I wasn't going to do. I was going to do anything that was horizontal, like any of the banisters or treads that were horizontal that really get the brunt of the weather, and just leave the vertical pieces because they don't get the weather full on like that. So anyway, I did it. I got it all done. Did a few of the vertical pieces that were looking a little bit rough. And see, now I like that this is all sticking up here. And yeah, so I got that done. So hallelujah to that. I'm so happy. But now here's today. Here I am making a video. And what I should be doing instead of making a video is I should go and forage some autumn olive. The berries are not really edible. I mean, yeah, you can eat the berries. They're fine. They taste good. I like the taste. And they've got a lot of vitamin C. They're very good for you. But they're a small red berry. If you don't know, they're a small little red berry. But they've got a big seed in the middle of them. So it's unpleasant to eat them because you get a little bit of berry and a big crunch because there's a big seed in it. However, you can use the juice to make jam. And I use the juice to add to like lemonade and stuff because it adds a nice flavor. And it adds a lot of vitamin C. Okay, so see, okay, now I hope I'm not gluing my page together. Okay, I'm not, okay. Anywhere where it's a little bit too loose, like here, I don't necessarily want that bright showing through like that. Okay, so there's that. So all I did was put the scrapbook paper down, and then I put the tea bags on top. So that's cool. Now, I have these, and I'm going to consider these junk. And I know you all are going to say, that's not trash, that's not trash. Well, you know, everyone has their definition, right? These are wall stickers I got at Dollar Tree once that are never going to make it on the wall. I think there might have been some more on the other side, actually. So I was thinking that I would use one of these stickers in my thing just to get rid of it because I'm not sticking them on the wall, right? And whatever's trash to you, like this would literally go in the trash because I'm not planning on using it, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it in half-ish. And I'm thinking of just, I don't know, putting it on. Let's just put it on. I'm not even going to really futz with this. I'm just going to put it on. Oops. This wall decal, and this is pretty sticky. I'm pretty confident that this is going to hold. And let's see, where do we want to put another one? You know what? Because I like threes, I'm going to go ahead and put this one down here. Let me put it like here, like that, and then cut this little piece off. Okay. And maybe put that somewhere else. Where else? Well, I'm going to have to stick it in a corner because I'm just going to stick it up here. Okay, so now we have this. Okay, so we got that. So that's a good page. I like that this is kind of sticking up like that. Now, I have also some focal points that Linda gave me, and I'm going to use a focal point in here. And we'll see which one we want to use here. These are just what she sent me. I'm not adding any more to, I kind of like this lady right here, but she's too small really for this. Let me see what other focal points I have here. I've got these dolls here. Oh, wait a minute. Now I've got her. She's really big. She could go on here. Let's see here. What else do I have? Well, her colors aren't quite right because there's like no blue, and I do have these cats. They're kind of cool. I'm just going through what Linda has sent me here that she wants me to use. And see, another thing, you can always use calendar things too. Now these, I think, are copies of stuff from a Stampington magazine. I love her, the way they've taken that old photo, and this must be someone from the Stampington, and then they decorated her. I'm just going through here, just looking. Even though this one right here might work, she doesn't have blue in her. So it's not because I don't like blue. I do like blue. I just don't want to make it look really weird and add a whole bunch of different colors. So let me go ahead and cut this one out. But like I said, you can use magazine images. Magazines are fair game because most of us get them for free or for next to nothing. And after we read them, they would go in the trash or recycling anyway. So in my book, magazines can be used in a trash journal. Magazine images can be used in a trash journal. Okay, so we've got her. Now I also had this, but this really has different colors in it too. But do I care? Maybe not. This is, I don't know what this is. You know what this is? I think this is a piece of a card, a greeting card. It says ATT1, and then there's this thing here that's not glittered. And I wonder if this had something on top of it. I bet it did. I'm wondering. No, but that doesn't really go with her. So let me see here. I have more tea bag. Maybe I'm gonna like frame her in like this really dark tea bag here. That would be kind of cool. Let's see if we can do something like that. Now if I put it like just in the middle, then I'd want it kind of offset. Let's see here. What if we do something like that? No, I do like it there, so it's going there. Stop moving around, just do something, Helen. We're gonna put that there. Yeah, so oh gosh, do I want to go out and get autumn olive today? It's such a flap. And do I want to do it just to get a little bit of juice? I don't know. I don't know. Ugh. And then I feel bad because it's like, well, it's kind of free food, you know. It's foraging and it's there. It's right now. It's in season, and the berries are there. And if I didn't, though, what would I do instead? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It was on my planner to do today, and if I don't get that stuff done, I just get so guilty. But maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I'll just pray about it and see what the Lord said. He's given me energy to do everything else I've done. I planted garlic. I worked on my gardens a little bit. I've been hiking, you know, doing some other stuff. Okay, so then we're going to put her on. Now, because this is all tea stained, and I don't know if the camera really shows how tea stained this part is. Of course, it was tea bags. I'm going to just ink the edges of this just to get it. And I'm just doing it really rough. Really rough. I love these images, Linda. I really do. Okay. And then we're going to put her there. All right, that's cool. I like that. Now, what else do I have? I've got her. Let me just move these focal points out of the way here. You know what I do have? Do I have them here? Hold on a second. I'm looking behind me here. No, I only have one, and I don't want to use that one. I was going to say some of my circle ephemera things. I have some scraps of fabric here. Maybe we could use a scrap of fabric. Let's see if there's anything in here that speaks to me to put. What I want is something like here, something coming out behind her. Let me see what I have here. This is a piece that I think Christina from Christina's Shack sent me. That's kind of cool. Should I put that there? That little scrap? Let me see what else I've got. Oh, here, I'm looking at this little thing here. Just at this little thing. I don't know. Do I want it to be colored fabric, or should I just... Oh, look, here's a piece of something else. What is... I think this might be from the Shindri rug I took apart. I think I might actually like that piece better. All right, let's go ahead and put that one on. And, of course, all of those will get used at some time or another. Let's go ahead and put this on. I'm thinking, I don't know, shall we use Mod Podge? Oh, look, Helen, you're using the thing you're scraping over it for, oh, anyway, whatever. Okay. All right. Yeah, so the fall festival called Hands and Harvest is going to be this weekend here. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to the library book sale, the annual library book sale, which is to die for. They have so many books; it's incredible. Yeah, but I'm gonna be picky because I'm trying to declutter a little bit and get rid of some stuff. All right, come on, Mod Podge, you should stick this fabric. It's very thin. Okay. Oops. Now I'm pulling up this stuff. Oh, come on. Why are you resisting me? All right, we're going over it then. All right. So anyway, I was going to build a garden fence around my garden because, as I told you, I think last time I was up here, the deer devastated my hoop house. They got in it and tore it up, and I think it was the little boy with his little antlers. But, so I was going to actually use T-post and chicken wire to build something while I was up here this year, or this time. But I don't have a T-post, I don't know what you call it, the thing you slam the T-post in with. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to be able to get them in that far because I'm on a rock. I'm in the mountains on a rock, and it's so hard to get anything in the ground. So I think I'm just going to leave the janky, I covered the whole hoop house with chicken wire and zip tied it together. So technically I cannot get in there right now unless I cut the zip ties. But everything's just growing, so I really don't need to get in there right now. So I think I'm just going to leave it this year, and over the winter, I'm just going to figure out a different way to do it, a different way to keep the deer out. Okay, and you know what? Okay, so here's what makes me so crazy. When we bought this cabin 3.5 years ago, out on the side where we have, when I showed that moss, when I did the walk around, I was showing you all the moss, that's on the big side of our house. And there was a dog kennel, a big chain link dog kennel with a door, and it had poles on the roof, so if you wanted to tarp it or something, you could, whatever. It was the perfect thing to keep deer out. And I had a guy haul it away when we moved here, because I wasn't thinking I was going to be planting a garden up here, But now, hindsight 2020, if I had that, it would have been perfect, because that side of the yard doesn't get the full sun like the front does, because it's surrounded by woods. But the front was cleared so that there's the view of the mountains. The guy we bought the cabin from had cleared the front. And the sun just beats down on that. And so it would have been better for the garden. Anyway, it is what it is. That's gone. Okay, so I've got this. Now, I just need to get up for 1 second because I didn't think that I want a sentiment. So hang on 1 second. Where are my sentiments? If I could find my sentiments. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I'm back and I don't have a sentiment because I don't have a sentiment. I can't find my sentiment. So let me just really quickly go through. I don't think there's anything in the stuff that Linda sent me that I could use as a sentiment. I'm just going through here to see if there's anything I can use as a sentiment. I doubt it. No, I don't think so. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and end this one here. And we're going to call this one good. Now, you know, I always reserve the right to add 2 pages or whatever. I would put the sentiment probably right here. But I think she turned out pretty cool for being just trashy stuff that I was going to get rid of, right? Well, and this nice little focal point that Linda sent me. So anyway, yeah, so this is going to slide back into a big Melitza, but I'm not going to do it right now because it is still a little bit tacky and I don't want the page that's on top of her to stick to her. So I'm going to leave her like that and then put, excuse me, put the sentiment on and then I will put her back in the book. Well, hold on a second. Before I say that, I do have all of these little tea things. You know, some tea. What is this? This is traditional medicinal teas. And they've got all these little sane thingies. I might somehow play with those and see about attaching some of those to the page. I'll see. But I don't want this, video to go on forever. So, here's a Bigelow tea thing. Maybe I will put some of these around. Anyway, that's for later. I don't want to keep you much longer. I hope you trashed along with me and get your trashies out. Tea bags, always a fun thing. Yeah, it's a flaff to dry them and everything. Honestly, I just put them out on my back porch. It's screened in and it's got like a ledge. I just put all my tea bags out there. And yesterday, I think I had 12 of them that I brought. They were all dried. I just did them all at one time and cut them apart and, you know, whatever. Opened them up. So, tea bags, a great source for trash. All right, guys, if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. And until the next video, I hope you're all truly blessed. Bye-bye.